In this video, we are going to talk about missiles used in fighter jets. Fighter jets may have missiles located on the wingtips, underwing, or fuselage pylons. Some fighter jets may have internal weapons bays, which allow missiles to be carried internally to hide from radar detection, like the F-22 and F-35. Pylons are used to mount missiles, bombs, and external fuel tanks. A fighter jet might carry a mix of missiles on its pylons to give it a versatile combat capability. Coming back to missiles, there are two types of missiles that are used: air-to-air and air-to-ground missiles. Before an air-to-air missile launch, the fighter jet searches and tracks the target through use of radars, infrared, or laser equipment discussed in earlier lessons. Then the pilot launches the missile, which uses its own rocket engine to propel itself towards the target. As the missile is also equipped with a guidance system, which can be either radar or infrared, it will adjust its course, using fins to ensure that it hits the target. The fins on the missile make sure that the missile changes direction and maneuvers towards the target. Air-to-air missiles have further three different types. In Fox 1 missiles, radar system of the launching aircraft is used to guide the missile. The launching aircraft tracks the target with its onboard radar system, which bounces radar waves off the target and sends the signal back to the missile. The missile then homes in on the reflected radar signal, allowing it to track and intercept the target. AIM-9X Sparrow is an example of semi-active radar missile. It was designed to be launched from a distance of several miles and could track and engage targets at ranges of up to 25 miles. Another type of air-to-air missile is passive infrared homing missile, or Fox 2. An example of Fox 2 missile is AIM9X Sidewinder. It uses the heat emissions from a target, typically an aircraft engine, to track and intercept the target. The missile has a seeker head that can detect the heat emissions from the target. The seeker head can detect the infrared radiation emitted by the hot engine exhaust of the target, and then use this information to guide the missile towards the target. AIM9X has advanced imaging infrared seeker technology that allows it to track and engage targets in high clutter environments and in conditions of low visibility with a range of up to 22 miles. Fully active radar homing, or Fox 3, is the third type of air-to-air missiles. It uses its own active radar system to track and intercept the target. They do not require the launching aircraft to continue tracking the target with radar waves, and are able to engage targets in all weather conditions. Medium-range air-to-air missile, AIM-120, is a sophisticated fully active radar homing missile used by fighter jets around the world, such as F-22, F-35, F-16 and F-18. It contains several key components, such as a solid fuel rocket motor that propels the missile towards the target at a high speed, a high explosive warhead, which is designed to destroy or disable the target aircraft, guidance system, and control surfaces such as fins and flaps that can adjust the flight and course of the missile. Comparing these three with each other, Fox 1 and 3 can be detected by enemy radar because they use an active radar, whereas Fox 2 is not easily detected as it uses passive infrared technology. In Fox 2 and 3, aircraft can turn away from the mission, as aircraft radar is not needed after the missile has been launched, but in Fox 1, aircraft should continue to track the enemy till it hits the target. Fox 3 has highest speed of Mach 4, which is much higher than Fox 1 and Fox 2. On the other hand, air-to-ground missiles are launched from a fighter jet and are used to strike ground targets, such as tanks, buildings, or other vehicles. Instead of using a radar guidance system, it uses GPS, laser, or infrared guiding system. GPS-guided missiles use GPS coordinates. Laser-guided missiles use laser designators, and infrared missiles use heat signature of the target to guide itself towards the target. A popular air-to-ground missile is AIM9X, a stealthy long-range missile that can be launched from jets like F-16 and F-35. It has a range of up to 965 kilometers, allowing it to strike targets from a safe distance. Its lower radar cross-section and an infrared seeker make it difficult for enemy air defenses to detect and track. It is also equipped with a 454 kilograms penetrating warhead, which is designed to penetrate heavily fortified targets, such as bunkers and underground facilities. An important concept when talking about combat is the engagement range. Beyond visual range, or BVR, refers to engagements that occur beyond the range at which the pilots can visually identify each other's aircraft. Typically, BVR engagements take place at ranges greater than 32 to 48 kilometers. Long-range air-to-air missile are used for such an engagement. Beyond visual range combat allows fighter jets to engage targets at greater distances, which can give them an advantage in terms of situational awareness. But sophisticated sensor and weapon systems can be affected by factors such as weather and electronic countermeasures. On the other hand, within visual range, or WVR combat, refers to engagements that occur at ranges where the pilots can visually identify each other's aircraft, typically at ranges of 32 to 38 kilometers or less. Pilots may use short-range air-to-air missiles and guns to engage their targets. In WVR combat, fighter jets rely on their pilots' situational awareness and dogfighting skills to outmaneuver and engage their targets, but this brings pilots closer to their targets, which can be risky. Missiles are important in a fighter jet because they are the primary weapons used for engaging and destroying enemy aircraft, as well as ground targets such as vehicles, structures, and ships.